Your coworker just bragged about buying a house. Their monthly mortgage is lower than the rent you're paying for your tiny one-bedroom apartment. Their combined household income is about $120,000. You make $75,000. No bad debt, no reckless spending, you bring lunch from home, and you still lose. Sounds absurd, right? But this isn't a personal finance morality problem. This is a system design problem. Let's be blunt. Being single in the modern economy means playing a game where the rules were written to put you at a disadvantage. Let's start with housing, the biggest expense. A two-bedroom apartment costs $2,400 a month. A one-bedroom costs $1,800. You cut one bedroom but only save 25% on price. You're paying nearly the same as someone renting a larger place but getting less space, fewer amenities, and no one to split the bill with. Couples split the rent. Each person pays $1,200. You pay $1,800 alone. That's a $600 difference every month, $7,200 per year, just for housing. Now add electricity, water, internet, and service fees. You pay 100%. They split everything. Next comes food, where single people get hit with a hidden tax. Grocery stores aren't designed for individuals. They're designed for households. Bulk packages are always cheaper per unit, but you can't buy them because you won't finish them in time, so you're forced to buy smaller sizes at higher prices. The result? The same bottle of dish soap, the same bag of rice costs you 20 to 30% more. Cooking doesn't help much either. Recipes are written for 4 people. You either eat the same meal for days or throw half of it away. Either way, you lose. On average, a single person spends about $450 per month on groceries. A couple spends around $600 total. That's $300 per person. You're paying $150 more every month, $1,800 more every year. Next is insurance. Married people are statistically considered more stable, lower car insurance premiums, cheaper health insurance plans, lower life insurance rates. You don't get those benefits. You're paying extra simply for checking the single box. Now let's talk about taxes. The standard deduction for singles is lower than the combined benefit 2 people get when filing jointly. Married tax brackets are wider. The system was built around outdated assumptions that everyone would eventually form a household. If you don't follow that path, you become the exception, and exceptions get taxed harder. But the biggest hit isn't spending, it's the wealth you can't build. Married friends qualify for mortgages because they combine 2 incomes. You don't. Banks look at your paycheck and hesitate. They buy property, they build equity. You rent, you help someone else build equity. That's slow-motion financial erosion. On average, single people spend about $10,000 more per year than partnered people living similar lifestyles. 10 years equals $100,000. But the real damage comes from compound growth. When you're busy paying the cost of existing alone, you can't invest. No investing means no compounding. Someone who starts investing earlier because they can split expenses will outperform someone who starts later, even if the late starter contributes more money overall. The gap isn't a few $1,000s, it can become hundreds of thousands, even close to $1 million by retirement. Then there's the mental side. You're told to budget better, stop ordering food, work harder, as if your situation is caused by laziness. No one acknowledges that you're playing on a higher difficulty setting. Financial discipline for single people looks like coming home exhausted, cooking alone, cleaning alone, paying every bill alone. It's not glamorous, it's not celebrated, but it's reality. Meanwhile, others split costs, split chores, and split financial risk. So what's the solution? Not waiting for the system to change, not rushing into marriage for tax benefits, but creating economic leverage artificially. Get a responsible roommate. Share a better apartment instead of carrying rent alone. Split Costco memberships with friends. Share subscriptions and utilities. You can manufacture $800 to $1,200 in monthly savings this way. If possible, buy property and rent out part of it. If not, form group buying networks, a shadow household. If your job allows it, move to a cheaper city. Geographic arbitrage is the fastest raise you'll ever get without asking your boss. And most importantly, stop blaming yourself. You're not failing because you don't own a home yet. You're not broken because you still live with roommates at 35. You're operating inside a system that prioritizes households over individuals. The real question isn't whether it's fair. It isn't. The real question is whether you'll keep playing by disadvantageous rules or change your strategy. Share housing, split costs, optimize everything, build wealth even with a weaker starting position. Because the truth is this, the single tax is not going away. It's embedded in tax codes, housing markets, insurance algorithms, and lending standards. Waiting for fairness is like waiting for your landlord to lower rent voluntarily. It's not happening. You don't need permission to optimize your life. You just need to stop accepting being the silent loser in the system.